Okay, project for today. Goal is to take this 3/4 inch by 4 inch board and inlay it into here with a cutout, and I'm going to use a router to do it. Alright. What you need, basically, piece of 1/4 inch plywood. This is Luan, it's a little thinner. I prefer 1/4 inch. And a couple of cutoff sticks, which you'll certainly have after cleaning up your lumber. And a router. And here's what we're going to do. We've got a router plate that's 5 3/4 inches, a cutter that's 3/4 of an inch. And we're going to use the edges of the plate to confine the router and cut out the opening. Now this is 5 3/4. I want 4 inches, so I have to add 3 1/4. So that's 9, and I marked this off for 9. I made that one 11, so I can go past cleanly through. And I'm going to staple these little guys on. The only one you got to really think on is the last one. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this in, intentionally move it in, just a hair. Almost guaranteeing my first time I'll be narrow. I'd rather be narrow than be wide. And I won't put it, oops. There we go. I won't put it down really hard, so I want to be able to get it off. But then all these other ones that went through. Okay, here we go. Let's cut her out. Okay, we were undersized and it won't quite go in, which is exactly what I wanted. Okay, I got a new stick on there. Okay. Okay, I got my little jig clamped to the top of the board on the line that I put on it. And whenever you clamp anything, clamp it with 3 clamps, never 2, at least 3. Otherwise it'll move for sure. And I don't trust quick clamps for something like this, so I'm going with C-clamps. And normally I would start out real shallow, maybe an 1/8 inch. Okay, let's see how it fits together. Perfect. Little glue, lasts forever. Okay, now that I've done this, if I were going to do this a lot, I'd make a couple of changes. First thing, I would use a bigger base plate because when you're halfway in, you're only on half of the thing and it's real tilty. If you just took this off and screwed a bigger piece of wood, you wouldn't fall into the hole. That'd be the first thing. And the second thing, to get to the correct depth, rather than setting the router up 15 times, I'd set it up for the correct depth, and then I'd put taller guides on than this, something that sticks up an inch. And then I'd take sheets of this plywood and plop it in there, build it up, so every time you took one of these out, you got closer and closer, and then finally on the last pass on here, you're at the correct depth, and you never have to touch the correct, the depth of the router. So